Good morning. I bet you thought I was going to be chasing leprechauns. Not yet. I am getting ready to head to the airport, but wanted to give my Monday morning news update before I headed out. Very excited about my trip, very nervous about driving, hoping that I marry a leprechaun and he has a pot of gold. So just realized that I'm going to be gone for the next 2 weeks. We have a very dedicated HAFA board that is willing and able to help. Bridget Gilbert is your chairwoman of the board, and Trish Freeman is your immediate past chair. If you go to the HAFA website, you can find all of their information on the website should you need any HAFA help. Couple of updates. Cigna is going to be in some additional states for the ACA. 3 new states: Indiana, South Carolina, and Texas. So look for that to happen. I had a very, very, very exciting time in Texas on Friday with Tracy McMillan and Johnny Wallen and their agents. They had about 100 of their agents in attendance. It was their awards banquet. They had carriers from across their state, and very graciously they invited HAFA to speak. Several things happened. Several great things happened. First, they raised, I don't know if you can see all the hundreds in the big check, they raised over $1,500 for HAFA in a 50-50 raffle. So very, very exciting, very strange and lucky that Trish Freeman actually won the 50-50 raffle, and she dedicated $500 back to HAFA. So thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you to every one of your agents that participated in Texas. And thank you to Trish Freeman for giving back her 50-50 winnings. Also, I want to share with you, we picked up at least 20, and we have more that are joining, new members from Texas from Tracy and Johnny's agents. So excited. If you're seeing this Monday morning news for the first time, welcome to HAFA. You know how much I love each and every one of you, and how excited I am to have you as part of our team. In attendance, very interesting, was Oscar. As you know, Oscar was one of the insurance companies that was not paying during SEP. The gentleman, very, very sweet gentleman, came up to Trish after I spoke and said, "Are y'all mad?" She's like, "No." He said, "Can I talk to Rynell?" And she said, "Absolutely." So he wanted to know if he could connect me with some of the top folks at Oscar. And I said, "Sure, I would love to speak to the top folks of Oscar." And he said, "I'd like to explain why, we wanted to stop paying commissions, that we didn't want any more business, blah, blah, blah." And in the back of my head, I'm thinking, I'd love to talk to your folks. Let's take the top 5 executives, and let's not pay them during SEP because you don't want any more business. I was being a little salty, but it was a great meeting. The gentleman was very, very sweet. But just letting you know, HAFA is getting attention. We are doing good things. Now, what has our hard work done? I have won some awards in my life, some very, very prestigious awards. But this one has to be the best, the one that will mean the most to me. And I don't think you can probably see it, but it is from the Marketplace Insurance Exchange, and it says SEP Savior, Rynell Nolan, HAFA 2022. Now, this means more to me than anything, knowing how long and how hard we worked. Knowing that we worked on commissions since the inception of the ACA, not specifically SEP, but it's taken at least 10 years to get to get some help. We want to thank CMS, absolutely, and of course Dean Mose, but thank y'all for that award. It tremendously means a lot. Now, I saved the best for last is Medicare recording requirement. If you work in this space, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you need to understand what we're doing in this space. CMS has come out with rules saying October 1st, agents and brokers are now lumped into third-party groups, third-party web call centers, and we must record our Medicare Advantage and our Medicare Part D plans, our conversations. Now, there's a lot of confusing information that is coming out from insurance companies. One, for example, that Zoom calls are considered a face-to-face and you do not have to record that call. In talking to CMS had told me Zoom is not a face-to-face, it needs to be recorded. When we got the conflicting information, I reached out to CMS on Friday on the plane as I was traveling to Dallas, and they confirmed that Zoom is not a face-to-face and that they don't expect to release any guidance. That is detrimental to our game. We cannot adhere to rules when we do not understand the rules of the game. So our team, we have a very great team of not only HAFA members, we have some NAHU folks, we have Big I folks, and we have PIA folks working together. Michael Keegan and I have been working with Congressman Harshberger's office about leading with a letter to ask Congress, to get Congress to write a letter with her to CMS to try to get us some help. We've been working with their office for probably the last week. I honestly had to get down on my knees and pray about this, because for me to leave for 2 weeks when this issue is so important to me is tough. But I know in my heart we have a team that can take care of this while I'm gone. The letter has been written by Michael Keegan. It is in the hand of Congresswoman Harshberger's staff. We're just waiting for a couple of pieces to fall into place. Our team is already working with other congressional offices to make sure that we have some co-signers lined up. So we are working on this. We are, number one, asking for a year's delay. Number two, we're asking for, at the very least, some guidance. So if you know of anyone that would, any congressional office that you feel that would sign our letter, especially a Democrat that understands that, hey, we're small mom and pop shops. We do not know what we're supposed to do. We do not know the rules of the game. This could be costly. We're confused. We need help. If you could reach out to Bridget Gilbert, Michael Keegan, and let them know that you're working with a congressional office. Tori will be sending out information the next week, this week, next week, just giving you an update of what's going on. This morning, I talked to Susan Roop. We provided her with an op-ed, and she is going to post that on their website this morning. Tori will be sending that out to you guys as soon as it posts, so you will see what we're saying in our op-ed. So know that even though I'm leaving in a few minutes, my heart stays here, my mind stays here. I will, of course, be looking at my phone. I can't control myself, but I know that you've got this. I've got to put it in the hands of folks that I believe in, a team that is magnificent. So I know you can do it. The last thing I want to share with you is Angie Sura has put together some amazing videos that are in this Monday Morning News. Also, there is a cost sheet that's included. She can personalize these videos make them a little different. They don't have to be exactly like HAFAs, but personalized for you to use them during open enrollment, during Medicaid unwinding, and for the family glitch. So reach out to her, get her to assist you. We're trying to provide you with all the tools that you need to survive. So thank you again for my award. Thank you for all the money. It will help. Thank you for all the new members. Much love to everyone. I am absolutely proud and honored to represent the HAFA Freedom Fighters, the cream of the crop, the best of the best, the HAFA Ninja Warriors. Until 2 weeks, I'll see you soon.